Crowdsourcing Love is brought to you by First Rounds on Me. First Rounds on Me is a dating app that I love that encourages you to actually go out on dates so you can create a real, genuine connection in person rather than trying to through your phone screen. First Rounds on Me is great because it cuts out all the small talk and helps plan your first date. You can only have one date per day, and you can only chat with your date 12 hours before your date starts. No more pen pals, go out and get to know someone in person. Lately, I've been meeting a ton of people new to New York City, and they keep asking me which dating app they should download. And I tell everybody to download First Rounds on Me because it's just so efficient. Everyone's busy in New York City. It's about to be summer, and no one has time to just sit on their phones and message back and forth a million times. So download First Rounds on Me by going to the App Store or by clicking the link in the description below. Hello. Welcome to Crowdsourcing Love. I'm your host, Marin from lifeofmarinnyc. Someone slid into the DMs and they asked me for a update on my love journey, which is such a nice way to put it. And so I thought I would give it to you guys. I am about to leave my apartment in a few hours for a third date with a guy I like to call Goldman Guy. I call him Goldman Guy because he works at Goldman Sachs. He's 32 and we met about a week and a half ago. And like I said, this is our third date. We're going to go play mini golf at Swingers. So I will definitely keep you guys posted. This week on the podcast, I have the very funny Max Manticof. Max is a 28-year-old New York City-based comedian. He's also a podcaster, and he just launched a new podcast called No Facts with Max. And he agreed to come on, and I subsequently was able to face my fear of comedians, post breakup with one. So in case you are not watching this episode, Max is very good looking, but even more importantly, he has a good head on his shoulders, and I love his honest and raw takes on modern dating and love. So without further ado, enjoy the episode, and if you have a few extra moments, please rate, review, and subscribe. It means so much. Welcome back to Crowdsourcing Love. I'm Marin, and this is Max Manticof. Hello,
What's
Max.
up? Hi, how are you, Marin?
I'm good. How are you? It's Marin.
Marin, I'm sorry.
So, Max, you're from New York City.
Born and raised, yeah.
Okay, so how long have you been a comedian?
Like 5 years, a little over 5.
Okay, and before that, you were a software engineer?
Mechanical engineer.
Okay, so what does that mean?
I worked in like aerospace. It was kind of like a cubicle job. You just like change parts and stuff.
And why did you decide to become a comedian? What kind of triggered that?
I don't know. It's everything else kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Like anything corporate kind of blows. And then I gave this a shot. I drove Lyft actually for like my first 2 years of doing stand-up.
Okay.
And that was actually kind of fun.
Was
like
it?
I enjoyed it. It was a lot of like weird people, but
Yeah.
like the money was kind of good. I was living in San Diego.
Mhm.
Like I could just go to the beach during the day whenever I wanted. So I was like,
Okay.
yeah, I'll just give this a shot, and ran it for like 2 years, and then stand-up slowly started like moving forward. And
Started
I was
to
like,
build.
Yeah.
So the first time you got on stage, did you completely just, what's it called when you bomb?
Oh yeah, I ate a bag of shit. Actually,
Okay.
it was like the worst experience ever.
Really?
I brought like 6 friends. They told me to show up at like 9 o'clock. They're like, come through at like 9 p.m.
And bring 6 people?
Well, they were just like, bring some people. I didn't know how it works. So I was like,
Yeah.
all right. I told my friends, it's like, yo, y'all have to come, dude. Like they told me I should bring people.
Mhm.
So I show up. There's like 7 people in the room. 6 of them are my friends.
Yep.
We sit there from like 9 to like, it had to be like 12:30, almost 1 a.m. They put me on second to last on the list, which was
Okay.
just some dickhead shit.
Yeah.
And I just like held on to that. I was like, oh, word? I was like, that's what we're going to do. And so I stayed there, ate a bag of shit. My friends were like, it was good. I was like, we could have done this
That's
at the
so
house. though.
supportive.
Yeah,
That's
but we
so
could have done this
nice.
at the house. I was like, 90% of the room was my people.
Yeah, but you have to like start somewhere, and having your friends there, I feel like that's nice.
Yeah, but it just it immediately like shut me off to the idea of like comics. So like I liked stand up, but I was like, oh, comics are dickheads.
Okay.
Like immediately I was
Because
like,
they made the lineup the comedians did.
yeah, well, it's just like, why would you tell someone to show up that early and kind of just be like a douchebag about it? Like if you know that you're gonna put me on in 3 hours,
Yeah.
tell me to pull up in 3 hours.
But you were green, and so you had to kind of like build your
Yeah, I just like
credibility.
showed up. I was like, oh, this is how it works. This is how it works.
like,
And I
"This
just started like
loser."
pulling up.
Yeah.
It was awful. And then actually there was this place called Sevilla
Okay.
in San Diego.
Mhm.
It's like a Spanish spot. I would go dance bachata on Tuesdays
Ooh.
for like 2-3 hours, and then I would go do open mics afterwards. So I would show
Wow.
up
So
in
you're
like
sweaty.
button downs to like an open mic.
I like it.
No, it was like I would get roasted every time. But I'd walk in with like a badass like Mexican chick or something that I
Ooh.
just like met, and I was like, hey, you want to come with me to like this mic thing? And
Wait, I actually kind of love that.
yeah,
I feel like a lot of stand-up comedians are not as good looking as you are, and so they
appreciate that.
use you're welcome. But they just use comedy to get women. Do you agree?
I feel like, I mean, that's any industry. It's like
You
any
think?
industry that you get like notoriety and like you feel cool. People are
Mhm.
like, I'm gonna abuse this power.
Yeah, I was at a comedy show recently where this guy like kept yelling out his Instagram handle, and I'm like, I know this is the only way he gets hot chicks. Like I just knew it.
Well, like a lot of comedians do like shit like, oh, I'm single and I'm looking for someone, or like, let's just say if they do
Mhm.
drugs, they'll be like, I love cocaine, and like they expect someone to approach them afterwards about the
Mm.
thing that they're talking about. So someone will
Yes.
be like, dude, I have a bag of coke. I have
Yeah.
like
Or
this
dude, I'm
thing.
down to fuck.
Yes, like so
Mm.
like they'll put out prompts for people to like jump on because most comedians are nerdy. Like a lot of I
Yeah.
think a lot of like the people that like end up succeeding in this, it's like they're very cool people to like hang out and like be around.
Mhm.
But because like it's like bottom of the barrel when you start, it's like it could be this dude who had nothing going for him ever in his life.
Mhm.
And so for the first time ever, he goes on a stage,
And he has
someone's listening
attention.
to him, he gets a little attention, and it's
Mhm.
like those people are kind of assholes. They talk shit about people. They feel like a sense of like superiority
Mhm.
because finally they like,
Have a microphone.
yeah, they're getting a little bit of clout like
Yeah.
locally. You
Okay,
know?
so have you ever picked up girls by
Yeah,
being
of
a
course.
comedian?
Of course, yeah.
So what do you say? Like, what's the move? Or do they just naturally they like see you on stage and then afterwards they're like, hey, that was funny.
I mean, like, I don't like the idea of like fucking fans, if that
Ooh.
makes sense. Yeah, I
Okay.
think that's weird.
Why?
I had I had like a nightmare experience one time.
Wait, tell us.
I had sex with this girl, right?
Okay.
And then immediately after, she was like, I think her friend had sex with like another I'm not gonna mention other people's names, but like her friend had like sex with like another comic that I
Mm.
know. And we were laying in bed and she was like, that's so nuts. She was like, my friend had sex with blah, blah, blah. And now I had sex with you. She was like, it's like we're all friends. And I was like, oh, this is like a story for you. Like you're
Yeah.
not doing this
Mhm.
because like we're enjoying this moment. You're doing this because you're like, I get to say that I fucked a comic. Like I get to say that like me and my friend fucked comics. And like
Yeah.
people are weird, and it's like I just kind of like I'm so turned off by like dating, and
Really?
yeah, I
Well, this
hate
is a
it.
dating podcast, so I'm
I
excited to get into
know.
it. So
I
why are
hate
you
it
turned
though.
off?
It's just I just think like we're in like the weirdest place ever in like
Mhm.
society.
Yep.
Like dating's not real. Everyone's cheating.
Not everyone. I feel
No,
like mostly men are
everyone.
cheating.
No, women are cheating too. Like,
think?
yeah, I think everyone's cheating. I think like it's a quick fix. So it's like it's so overly like stimulated like in society.
Yeah, you can just
Where
hop on Instagram or a dating app.
yeah, like
Mhm.
Instagram. Someone told me this, and it was like the freakiest thing I ever heard. But someone was like, "Yo, the more rich you are, the
Mhm.
more Instagram becomes almost just like a retail app for pussy."
Oh, interesting.
And I was like, "That's terrifying."
It
Because like
is.
people that are like rich and powerful will just be like, "Oh, look at this hot girl. Cool, I'm gonna fly her out." And it's like people start
Yeah.
treating these apps as if it's like I don't know, like you're buying pussy, or
Yeah.
vice versa, where like a
Mhm.
woman who's powerful will be like if Emirata
Mm.
like DMs anyone. It's like they're
Yeah.
just answering. There's no like,
There's no
should I,
question.
should I make? It's like the more powerful.
Even if you're married?
I think yeah, married dude, 100%. I mean me, hopefully not. You know what I mean? Like I would
I was
like to
like,
say no, but like
okay.
if Emirata messages you, you're kind of just like, oh well, she's like this powerful, beautiful person. It's like you have notoriety in that world where like when you've reached out to someone, you're gonna get a response back.
Yeah. No, I agree. But at the same time, I feel like if you want to be loyal, you can be loyal. I think that's a choice. And I think it's very conscientious. But how old are you?
28. I just turned 28 last week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Happy
Thank
birthday.
you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what were you going to say?
That I was saying like the loyal thing, it's like I just think society, like everything's open. Like you're talking like sexuality, you're talking like open relationships, polyamorous, like people
Do-
don't even like labels.
Do you believe open relationships work? And have you ever been in one?
I haven't been like in an open relationship. I've dated someone that like we were like open about that, but like we didn't like she wasn't like my girlfriend. but it was like someone that like I dated that we were like, we
Okay.
can fuck other people, right? And we were like, yeah, of course. And like, but like when we hung out, we would just hang out. We would enjoy each other's company.
Yeah.
But like, I just think, I don't know. And maybe it's like the world that I live in now, like as like things start to like move forward and whatever,
Yeah.
you understand that like less people are going to treat you as a human in like dating.
And they objectify you.
Yeah, you're objectified. Like
You're like
everyone's
a
just fucking.
prize.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like you're, like I said, like you're a story for someone.
Mm-hmm.
You're a story for someone who has nothing going on. It's like, you should not be having sex with people who don't have shit going for them. It's that simple. Like,
That's
but like women
interesting.
and men will fuck losers. Like you fuck losers and you're like, oh, the losers are the people that like you become the story for them because you're the coolest thing that they've done in so long.
You're the most interesting
Yes,
thing.
you're the most
Yeah.
interesting part of their day.
Yeah, of course. So, okay, I was following you on Instagram. I was watching your TikToks. Or are you on TikTok?
I post some stuff now.
Okay, well,
yeah.
I saw a reel or something where you were talking about when your parents got married that they met and 2 weeks later they got engaged.
Yes.
Is that
No,
true?
just married.
Can you tell me the story? Because I was fascinated by that.
They met dancing in Argentina in like I think it was like a techno club or something.
Okay, and how old were they?
My dad was 25, my mom was 21.
That's so adorable.
Super young, and they just met and got married. And my dad was born here but raised in Argentina, and then my mom was born and raised in Argentina.
Okay.
So when they got married in Argentina, and then immediately, like the week later, moved here. My mom didn't speak a lick of English. They got here. My mom just started working. My dad like also started working, and
that's like a romantic.
Kind of started building.
That's like a movie.
Yeah, I mean it's beautiful, but it's like fairy tale, which is
It's
why
a fairy tale.
Which is why like growing up in like a fairy tale marriage, like in front of me, because like my parents were also just like very into PDA, like we would be in the house and my parents would just go up to each other and kiss each other. My dad would just walk by my mom and slap her butt, like little things like that. No,
did you not like it?
I did too. Like I loved it because like I feel like you show that like you care about this person constantly.
Yeah.
Like people talk about like love languages and stuff. I generally think my love language has to be like physical. It has
physical touch.
Yeah, I like it. Like I enjoy the feeling of like spending time with someone. I hate cuddling, but I like being around.
That's
someone.
weird. Why do you hate cuddling? I'm not trying to judge you, but it is a little off.
No, people get so hot. Like
it's about like a body temperature
Yeah,
thing?
it's a body temperature thing. Like if the AC is on and like we're fine, that's fine. But like for the most part, like the room isn't cool.
I feel like we just cracked a code. Like, is that why men don't like cuddling? Because they're just too hot?
Yeah, it's like uncomfortable.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I don't mind cuddling. If I'm laying back and a girl's like this right here, cool, that works.
Yep.
If I have to be behind you and like your hair is in my face, I hate that.
So you don't want to be the big spoon?
No, I'll be a little spoon though, for sure.
Okay, that's cute. That's like a follow moment.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
As a woman, I prefer to be the big spoon because I hate when guys grab my stomach. Every girl is insecure about their stomach. Yeah, and we're all like trying to suck in, and it's just like, no, like I will be the big spoon.
But that's someone that you're with that like you should already be like comfortable.
I don't want anyone grabbing my stomach.
Really?
Yeah, because because like we have babies, we all have like a little pooch down there. It doesn't have to be massive, but like that's like a little area that women are self-conscious about.
I feel that. I feel like that's like a dude and like his soft dick.
Totally. You don't want a girl just like cupping it. It's the same fucking thing.
You're like, yo, get away from me. You're like,
yeah, like get out of there.
Yeah. You can only see it if it's hard. You go, get away from me.
And so if I'm standing, then it's hard. It looks good. But as soon as I'm laying down, it's like, get your hands out.
Yeah, don't grab like my soft penis. That's crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I think we're definitely like onto a lot of things right now. Okay, so can you describe dating in New York? How has your experience been? Are you on the dating apps? Like what's going on?
I've actually never been in a relationship with anyone in New York.
How long have you been here?
My whole life. I was born and raised here. I lived in San Diego for like 4 years. But
okay, so you were in relationships in San Diego.
Yeah, actually, I'm lying. So I was in like a relationship when I was like 17 or something. That was my only relationship in New York. And then I dated a girl that lived in like Connecticut, another one that San Diego, another one from like the South. Like everyone's like not from here. Like I feel like people from here, like I said, it's like we're born and raised in like this city that moves so quickly. So like this, it's so overly stimulated.
Yeah.
Like, and I like people here. Like I love like the women here, like the attitudes here. Like it's just my kind of people. Like I like someone who's like a little bit aggressive.
Yeah.
Like that for me is like attractive when a woman can like be assertive. But it's just like there's like this overstimulation of like you'll talk to someone for like a week, 2 weeks, and then you move on or they move on. Like it's one or the other, and like it just goes so quick.
Yeah.
You know, like we are attracted to. I feel like the chase. And
men are attracted to the
chase. I feel like just New Yorkers. Like
yeah, you're right.
Like there's like
we're hustlers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So like once you have the thing in front of you, you're kind of like, do I want it? Do I even want it
Yeah.
anymore? I got it.
Yeah. That happens to me.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say a lot, but there's been a few times where a guy will finally get me. And at first I'm like, I fucking hate him. He's so annoying. And then
Mhm.
eventually he kind of, you know, I like him. And then I'll be like, okay, I'm ready to like be with you. And then they're like, well, now that I have you, I don't want you.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Yeah. But that's like modern day dating. That's
Mm.
why like people are on dating apps. Like that's why I mean, think about the idea of like a dating app. It's like
Mhm.
there is hundreds and hundreds of people. You're
Yep.
matching with so many people. Like if you're on a dating app for a year,
Mhm.
you've matched with hundreds, possibly thousands of people.
Okay, thousands is a bit aggressive. Are you matching with thousands of people? Like how?
Thousands is 3 people a day.
Okay, that's still a lot.
No, it's not. To
Mm,
match with? Like it doesn't mean you're
okay.
talking, but like
Okay.
you can match with like plenty of people. Like for
Mm.
example, I've used dating apps for like I've used Hinge to like promote shows. So like I've made like a Hinge account,
Oh, that's
put
smart.
like my face, like a smile or some shit, and then
Mhm.
like the rest of the account is like I'll put like a joke, I'll put like the show flyer, I'll put like whatever, and in the prompts I've put like hit me up if you want to come to a show, hit me up if you want to, you know, whatever. Come
That's
to,
some
or like
hustler shit. I love it.
yeah.
Mhm.
So like I'll
Okay.
just match with people, but like the worst part about it is like I'm matching with everyone. So it's like I don't want to have conversations with these people. I'll just match it. I just press yes, 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 and then I don't really go on the app.
Yeah.
The only app
So
that
you're
I've
abusing the dating apps. That's the truth.
I don't have a Hinge anymore, so like I stopped promoting stuff because like
Did they
my
kick
Instagram
you
like
out?
no,
Oh.
I never got kicked out or anything
Mm,
because I felt like the account I kind of did it smart. Like it was like a couple pictures of me, a couple jokes. So
mm.
like it wasn't like overly promoted, but it was like a
Yeah.
way for people to see that like, oh, I do stand up. I should go to a show.
Yeah.
So like some people are super cool about it. Some women are fucking weird. Like some women will be like, oh my God, how many other girls are gonna be here? It's like, what does it matter? I'm not inviting you. It's obviously a public profile.
Yeah.
Like if you want to come, you can come. If you don't want to come, you don't have to come. But it's like
That's
people will
so
feel like this sense
funny.
of like territory where you're like,
They're
you
like,
can
I'm with him
come.
tonight. Like they're like
Yeah.
elbowing out the other girls.
Yeah, like
That's so funny.
I've like had shows where I show up and I'm like this like it won't be obviously like the whole crowd, but it'll be like let's say like 4 people, 5 people that like came from like a dating app. And
You're a dog. This is so fun. I love it.
wow,
I mean, you're a bit of a dog. It's funny.
no, it's like I mean, here's the thing is like I think Hinge is kind of like it's everyone. Like
Mm.
Hinge, Tinder, all those apps are kind of like fucking I don't know, like they're like cesspools of people that are just fucking. So like for the most
Yeah.
part, it's like I'm not interested in it. Like I've used Raya, I still have a Raya now. That
Mhm.
feels way more like constructive.
Does
Like I was
it?
saying, yeah, because like the
Mm.
people there, like I was saying, like people have things to lose.
Yeah.
So like most people on Raya, it's like you work in some sort of like industry, entertainment, whatever. It's like you're not out here wilding out. You're not saying crazy shit to people.
Yeah.
You're not you don't have like and maybe they are self-conscious, some people are, but like most people aren't hitting you up with like self-conscious messages like that. Like, oh, if I come to a show, are there gonna be other girls there? It's like, what the fuck does it matter? Obviously
That's
there's
like a
gonna be
very
other girls
insecure
there.
way to approach it.
Yeah, but
Who
it's like
cares?
obviously there's gonna be other girls there. There's
Mhm.
gonna be girls, there's also gonna be guys. And there's gonna be whoever else is there. You know,
Yeah.
like people are gonna come to the show. The show will have 100 people.
Mm-hmm.
To only expect you to be the only girl is like a crazy thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
I like it. That's so funny that all these girls are so possessive so early.
I mean, DMs are insane.
That's
Like I feel like
wild.
ever since like I started like posting clips and stuff, like it'll be like women saying the craziest
Do
shit.
they slide in a lot? Because as a woman, I would never slide into a guy's DM. That might be a character flaw for me, but
Mhm.
like I will to promote my show for sure. But for dating purposes, I never would be like, oh, I should hit on him. But it works for women, so
I
like,
think
maybe I
it's
should.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's cool. I think there's like a sense of like confidence to it. So
Yeah.
like obviously like don't hit someone up on like some weird shit. Like for example, like I'm not gonna slide into a girl's message and say some crazy like we're adults now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like when you were like younger and you would like say some wild shit, like cool, but like don't slide into someone's DM and like say something disrespectful.
Like
Something
what? Do you
cra-
get a lot of disrespectful DMs? Like where
Uh,
like they're trying to like front or like be flirty by being
oh, people will just like
disrespectful?
say crazy shit, but like I also like I lean into it a little bit because I do
I feel like guys
comedy.
kind of like it.
So like on like my story or something, someone will be like, I
Mhm.
want to come to a show, and I'll be like, if you come to 10 shows, I'll give you a kiss on the forehead. Like I'll fuck around,
That's
I like joke
funny.
around, and then like
Mhm.
people will like DM me. It'll be like a bunch of people who are like, I'm coming to all the shows. What if I buy 10 tickets? Can I get one kiss? And like shit like that, where
That's
it's like
odd.
it's funny though, you know,
That
but like
is.
I think that's insane. Like for you to message a stranger like that, where you're like, kiss me, and you're like, no.
It is a bit thirsty.
Yeah, it's
but
super
But it's
thirsty.
funny. I like it. So what is your type? What are you looking for in a woman?
Um, What is this, The Bachelor?
This is a dating podcast, so we're going to be talking about dating topics, including your type. Like, women want to know what men are looking for. Like, that's just like the age-old question.
Yeah,
You know?
I think just like confidence and someone who's cool. Like I love because like I work in like an industry of like funny people. Like if a girl can make me laugh, it's like
Yeah.
that is such like that is like 80% of the game.
Yeah.
It's like a woman could be beautiful. Like I love like a very pretty face. I don't have like a type. I'm not like, oh, she has got to have a fat ass and big. It's just like cute face, funny, and like I don't
It's
know.
pretty straightforward. I think
Yeah,
it's
like
universal.
pretty simple. Yeah, like I don't have like a oh she needs to be brunette with blue eyes, and it's like I don't care. I'm not like building my own character.
Yeah, but there are some men who are like she must have blue eyes. I've seen that, or blonde hair.
And those guys get no pussy.
That's true. Okay, touche.
Those guys are just like weird. Like to specify exactly what you're looking for, like in a characteristic of like how someone looks, is insane.
It's weird.
I think that's insane.
Yeah, it's like you're playing The Sims, like you said.
You're not building a person.
Yeah. So what are your deal breakers?
I don't know. Deal breakers. I feel like I mean, if a girl is fucking unemployed, I mean, get away from me. You know, like it's just so unattractive. Yeah, it's not even like a leech. It's like here's the thing: is like I'm not a guy. Like I never take a girl out and like flex money. I'll never do that. Like if anything, I like the idea. Even if I'm like making a good amount of money, had a great month, had whatever. It's like I still don't like that. Like I want to do chill stuff. Like I'm like, oh, let's go bowling. Like oh, let's eat a burrito. Like oh, let's go like sit by the beach or like I don't know, by the water or something.
Okay.
Like I want to get to know someone when I first meet them. So I don't care about the idea of like, hey, let's go have a $700 dinner. It's like for what?
Yeah, I think that there's some people who do that just to kind of flex, or maybe they're deficient in other areas, and so that's their way to peacock, I guess.
Well, it's the same idea of like people going and getting like bottle service. Like you go to like a club and you're like, it's 4 dudes who all look
got a
like
table.
Yeah, who are all wearing like the tightest shirts possible. They're buying like stuff. They're not even like doing it. They're just kind of sitting around, drinking their bottles, trying to pull people in. You're like, this is weird, man. Like
I used to date a guy who always got bottle service, and I became such a brat, and so I broke up with him.
I like the idea of bottle service. I just don't like the stipulation that comes with it.
What's the stipulation? Just like you have to spend thousands?
It's that, where it's like keep getting bottles. It's like, can I just get like 1 or 2 and like chill?
Yeah, I've never bought a bottle, obviously.
Yeah, like I don't even like the idea of like sparklers. Like if I order bottles, like just bring me the bottle, put it on the table, and we're good.
Oh
like,
no, but you need to film the sparklers. Like that's the whole bit.
But I
like
don't.
They come out, and then you're like, yeah, and then you post it on Instagram, and everyone knows you're rich.
But like I don't care for that. Like that's what I'm saying. It's like if anything, I'd rather people think that I'm like dirt poor. You know, like I'd rather someone be like, oh yeah, he's fucking broke.
Yeah.
Because then like you get to meet people on like a more like human level.
I don't think that people are gonna like be a gold digger with you though. Do you?
Not a golder, but like I said, it's like depending who you're talking to. So it's like some people don't really have shit going on, so like they're trying to latch on to anyone that does.
Have you ever bought a girlfriend like a purse or like an expensive gift? Because I know that's like a thing.
Not really, no. Like I don't like material stuff. Like I like experiences. So like I have paid for like vacations. That's like I'll be like, hey, let's fly here. I already rented the Airbnb. I did this thing. Like I'd rather pay for like an experience of like me to go enjoy this moment with someone. But it's like to come home and be like, oh, look at this Birkin bag I bought you for what?
Yeah.
Like because here's the thing is I don't care about it. Like a lot of the nice clothes I have will be like they'll come from like PR packages or like they'll come from like someone having given it to me or gifted it to me. It's like I'm not going out and buying like $1,000 Gucci shirt to be like, check this out. Like I don't care about that.
Yeah. And like the bigger, it's weird because the bigger you get, the more money you'll make, but then also the more you'll be gifted.
Yeah.
So it's kind of sweet actually.
Well, like
I look at
dudes like Adam Sandler and you're like, that guy's the man.
He is the man.
Like he's the man.
Yeah,
it's like
you're right.
I want to be worth $500 million and still walk around in basketball shorts.
And be a slob kebab.
Yeah. I don't care. Like, do I have Uber money right now? Yes. Do I ride a bike around the city everywhere? Yes. So it's like, it doesn't matter, you know?
Uber
it's like,
money. I like that saying.
Yeah.
Like I have Uber money.
Uber money. Yeah.
Cool.
You don't have to take the train if you don't want to.
Yeah. I go back and forth. Like sometimes I'm like, I have Uber money. And then I'm like, I'm so irresponsible. I need to take the train.
Well, if the Uber's like $80, like to go to like Queens,
get your
I'm like,
ass
hey,
on the
I'm gonna get
train.
on the N train. Yeah. I'm like, for no reason, I'm not gonna spend $100 just to like go see friends in like Astoria or something.
And sometimes the train is faster.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, it's efficient. But yeah, that's my goal this summer actually, where I'm like, I'm just gonna try to take the train. I've already broken it, but like
be careful.
What?
I mean, it's dangerous.
I mean, at night, like late night,
Yeah,
obviously,
yeah.
I'm gonna take an Uber.
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of Uber, though, a lot of men in New York send women home in Ubers post-date. Like, I've experienced that a ton. I love it. It's so hot.
Mhm.
What's your take on that? Do you do it? Are you like
It's like
that
a modern day chariot. Yeah, you're like,
a
here.
modern day chariot?
Yeah, that's what it
Oh,
is.
that's so cute.
Yeah, because you're like, here, I'm gonna get you home.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
Like, you're gonna make sure, like, you either walk her home or you send her home in an Uber. I think that's
Yeah.
like best practice.
I think if something's within like, I don't know, like 10, 15 blocks, especially like like I live in Manhattan now. Like if someone's like kind of close, I like the idea of like walking someone home because
Where
like
exactly do you live? No, I'm just kidding.
grammar.
Just so everyone knows, yeah.
I like the idea of like walking someone home because now you get like more time with that person.
And more steps in.
Yeah.
For me, that's like my weight loss tool. I'm like, if I had pizza, we're walking home.
The amount of times that I've like walked someone home and just like brought my bike with me is kind of funny. Like I'll like bring my bike.
Carry your bike?
Well, I'll take it with me because I'm like, hey, after I drop this person off, I'm gonna go bike home or I'm gonna go bike somewhere. Like,
okay, guys, biking is kind of an ick for me.
why?
I just think it's kind of weird. I like don't love a guy who's on a bike. I don't know. It's just an ick.
I'm not gonna lie. When I do walk into public settings sometimes and I'm sweating profusely, I'm like,
Yes.
this feels nuts. Yeah, yeah.
It does feel a little nuts.
Here's the thing: is women. I think it's way different, and I know it's like it seems like I don't know sexist or whatever, but it's way crazier if a woman's riding a bike kind of hard through the streets to get somewhere. I'm like, I do not want
So
her
it's an ick for you too.
in my home. Yeah, but like for me as like a dude, like it feels like sporty. Does that make sense? Like. Because, like, if I'm, like, riding, like, a city bike with, like, a helmet and, like, I look like a herb, that's one thing. But, like, I like riding in, like, traffic. Like, I like the idea of, like, if I hit a car, I might explode. You know? Like, I'm, like, having fun doing it. I'm not doing it because I'm, like, this is the best mode of transportation. I'm, like, I'm doing it because I'm, like, ooh, cool. I feel alive. Yeah. It's like a sport, you know?
I think, so my ex-boyfriend, he would, like, go on bike rides. And I just was, like, so on it. Like, if you're going somewhere... via bike ride, like that's one thing. It's because it's like a mode of transportation.
But going on bike rides, like how though?
Like he would be like, okay, I'm gonna go for a bike ride, and then he'd come back like an hour and a half later, like super sweaty, and I'd be like, how was your bike ride? I don't know. I just like don't love it.
I do that. Like I'll do that, but like I think it depends how you bike. Like
okay.
For example, like if I'm wearing like a fanny pack and like a construction vest and like a helmet and you're like, oh yeah, like you look weird.
Yeah.
Like I'm going like minimal shit where I'm just like, yeah, I'm just gonna like bike like 20 minutes. I'm not out here being like, I'm gonna go bike for 3 hours and like in a bike lane. It's like, no, I just want to take like a quick bike ride, like get a little workout in because I hate the gym. I can't stand the gym.
Okay, that's valid.
Yeah.
So do you have any icks and what are your icks? Like what besides a girl biking?
Chewing loud. Oh God.
How about when a girl puts too much food in her mouth and then has to cover it like that?
No, that's fine. I do that too.
Fine?
Yeah.
Okay.
If anything, I think it's attractive when a girl has like an appetite. Like the amount.
Okay.
I think it's like unattractive. Like if like me and a girl go out to eat and we both like order food and she like takes like 2 bites of it, I'm always like kind of turned off by it. I'm like,
it kind of freaks me out too.
Yeah, I'm like, what do you mean you're not gonna eat? Because like a girl, like let's say like I go out to eat with a girl and she's like, yeah, I haven't eaten all day. It's like, oh cool, like let's order, you know, some
let's
shit.
get some fucking food.
Like boom, you order appetizers, you order some food, and then now you're sitting there and you're like, she had a bite of her food, and then she'll be like, do you want some? And I'm like, I'm gonna eat it because it's on the table. Like I enjoy food, but I'm like, that's crazy. You're not eating it. I was like, you're eating like a child.
So I was wondering recently, I was on a date where I was like really hungry and I was like, I think I ate more than the guy and I'm not trying to flex. Like it just happened. And I thought he got the ick from me because of that. Because I was like shoving the food in my mouth, but maybe I was like doing it too aggressively. You know what I'm saying?
Well, how good was the food?
It was really good.
So what's the problem? Yeah.
I mean, I'm just wondering. I didn't know if that was like an ick that guys got.
No, I like it. Like if a woman has like a good appetite, like I like women that could eat. Like I'm Hispanic, so like my grandma, like I grew up with like my grandma making so much food, like all the time. Like,
but also, okay, I'm sorry to cut you off, but I'm just thinking about it. When I really like a guy, I feel like I eat less because I'm like less comfortable, if that makes sense, because I'm like, oh, I like him, I want him to think I'm cute, like maybe we'll do some stuff later, so I don't want to be like super full. And I feel like I just like eat a lot when I'm with a guy who I'm like, eh.
That's interesting.
So maybe like the girls who don't eat that much, maybe it's because they like you and they're nervous. They're nervous.
I don't know.
You don't think?
No, because like I'm a person, like let's say like if I set up a plan, like I like schedules. So like I like things that are like I like planning out my day. Okay. Like I do like things that are sporadic. Like let's say it's like 11 p.m. and a girl's like, yo, let's go freaking to Central Park or something. And I'm like, oh, cool. Like, this is fun. This is super random. I'm free. You're free. Let's do it.
Yeah.
But like, I like something planned out. So if like, we're like, hey, we're going to get dinner at 8 p.m. In my head, by like 4 or 5, I'm not going to eat anything because I want to go out to dinner and I want to eat. Like, I like the idea of like, if I'm going to dinner, I'm going to buy good food.
Yeah.
So I'm going to eat. I'm going to like hold my appetite.
Yeah.
So like, if a girl shows up and like, she doesn't eat, I'm like, that's weird. I was like, you didn't prepare for this.
Yeah.
Like, I like prepare to like eat a lot.
Well, for me, one time, well, not one time, but I did 28 dates in February, and I never assumed on the first date that we were going to have dinner.
What's 28 days in February? Yeah, you like messaged me about it. I had no idea what that even meant.
Okay, so basically I went on 28 dates in
28
February,
different guys?
and it was, the rule was just 28 dates. So I had like 4 or 5 guys that I went on like multiple dates with, and then I think in total it was like 15 first dates, but it became like this viral thing that happened where I like went from being like 80 Instagram followers to like 44,000, which is crazy in like the span of a few months. But I just decided to do it because like I wasn't dating. I was super single. I was like, I need to fucking like put my mind to this. Like, I have a goal. Like, let's just like do it like full blast.
But were you dating just to date, or were you dating to find somebody?
No, to find somebody.
Okay.
Yeah, like fully, like, because I'm the type of person where like I'm such a procrastinator, and I could just see myself letting like 10 years go by and just being like, oh shit, I'm still single. Not because I don't want a partner, but just because like I'll put like exercising, I'll prioritize everything else above dating. Does that make sense? And
I'm a firm believer in like, you have to set your mind to like if you want to date someone, like if you want to be in a relationship, you have to work towards that. Like, even before you get there, you have to like set your mind to be like, okay, I would like to eventually get in something.
Yeah.
The thing is that like people are blindly dating nowadays. Like, people will go on dates with no intention of finding someone.
Yeah, and they just do it for like recreation.
Yeah, they're just like, I'm gonna have
lonely.
like, I have like women friends, and like they're the best, but like I see the world on both ends, and I'm like, bro, we're all savages. Like, everyone's savage. Like, I have like friends that are women that are like, yeah, I'm going out with this guy because he has money, and fucking every time we go out, like, he buys me really good food. And I'm like, that's crazy. That's like a crazy, like, because I have friends that like have done that, it turns me off to the idea of like more women trying to do that with me.
Well,
like,
yeah, for me, I think it's all about intention and like what you're looking for, because for me, it's like a waste of time and calories to go out with a man just to like go have a fancy meal. Like, I have to like him. I have to enjoy my time with him, because I think time is the most valuable thing. You know what I mean? So like, I would never just like, I would rather spend my night at home working on something.
time is valuable, but like most people don't have shit to do on their free time.
Yeah.
Like, the amount of people that just like lay around, like when you look at like, if you grabbed 100 people off the streets right now and you were like, yo, let me see your like screen time for
Mine
like,
is really bad.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, the amount of time that like people just lay around and actually do nothing is crazy. Like, most people work a 9 to 5 and then do nothing after. Maybe they go to the gym, maybe. But like most people, it's like, oh, 5 o'clock, 5:30, they get home, and then from 5:30 to whatever, 11, 12 o'clock, whenever you go to sleep, they're just home.
Yeah.
They're not really doing shit. Most people don't do anything Monday to Friday. It's like the amount of free time that you have is crazy. So like when people date, it's almost like a sense of like people are just trying to kill their free time.
And they're looking for a sense of community.
Yeah. They're just like, I just want someone, like
I want companionship.
I've dated, like not dated, but like I've gone on dates with women that will be like, oh, you're so fun. I want to see you more. And I'm like, I'm not this for you. I don't want to be your fucking entertainment.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, we should both be fun. Like, we should both be trying to have fun. Like, I don't even think I've ever even had like a nightmare dating experience like that I can like remember, because like I'm gonna have a good time regardless. Like, if I'm in like a social setting, I'm gonna figure it out. Like, as a human, I'm gonna enjoy whatever this is. Like, whether it's weird or not weird, I'm gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, I would agree. Like, I feel like I've not had a ton of nightmare dates, but there are some people that are hard to be around.
I mean, there's a million people that are hard to be around, but
where
like,
it's just like, I would rather be doing anything but this.
but that's why you could vet people now. Like, that's why dating apps are crazy, because like you could just vet someone and like look at their profile, look at what they do, look at all this stuff. Like,
so what's your pickup line on the dating apps? Like, what's your go-to kind of?
I don't think I have one.
rigmarole?
Like, no, I just like here and I don't really like. I don't like the idea of like sliding in someone's like DMs on Instagram, like, which is kind of why I think a dating app is better, because at least like everyone's there for this like
the
common
same
interest.
intention.
Yeah.
And you know they're single.
Whereas like Instagram, like just DMing someone feels crazy. Like, have I done it? Yeah. And it's like sometimes it works. And it's cool. Like I've met like the coolest people, but like I hate it because like you'll be interested in someone and that person shows interest, and then out of nowhere, like I said, it's like shit just shuts off. And I'm like, I'm so turned off by like inconsistency.
Yeah, you want somebody who is consistent.
Yeah, like it's like because there's nothing fun about it. Like, and I don't care about texting, I don't care about any of that, but it's like I would just, like I said, like I think my love language is like physical. So it's like
Yeah.
I want to see you.
Yeah, you don't want a
Eventually.
pen pal. You want to actually like, let's make plans. Like,
Yeah.
let's move this off this platform.
Yeah. I've never understood people that are like, oh yeah, I'm dating someone and like they'll see each other like once a week. That turns me the fuck off. I don't
How
want to see
often
you
should
once a
someone
week.
see their partner?
A couple
in your
times a week.
opinion?
A couple
Like
times
2
a
to
week.
3.
Yeah, like I think 3 is like a like the highest amount. Like 3
I
to 3 to
agree.
4 is like peak. Like you don't want to see each other 7 days a week, especially if like you're
No.
dating.
What are you going to talk about?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like I would say like the average would be like 2 to 3.
Mhm.
Like that seems like reasonable. Also, it doesn't feel like I'm pulling out of your life and you're pulling out of mine. Like we're not like sacrificing parts of our life to see each other.
Yeah.
We're like finding free time throughout the week to see each other.
So how soon, like when you, so like let's say you meet somebody, you're seeing them 2 days per week, it's early days, and then it's like 2 months in. Are you somebody who's like, will you be my boyfriend? Or excuse me. Well, actually, I don't know if you're straight. Are you straight, gay? Like what
I'm
is
straight, yeah.
okay. Will you be my girlfriend? Or like what's your, there's so many guys who are like, they just like don't feel like they need to ask a girl, and there's so many girls who expect to be asked. And so I don't know why the miscommunication exists, because
Yeah.
women are like, I'm not his girlfriend unless he asks me. And then there's so many guys who are like, I thought we were boyfriend, girlfriend. So like what's your opinion on that
It's
topic?
been so long since I've like dated someone like consistently.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't really like. I've asked girls like every girl that I've ever been pretty much like at some point like you ask.
Yeah.
But like I don't think it's like that's not the. It doesn't seal the deal.
Yeah.
You know, it's like if you're seeing this person like and both of you have already agreed to like just see each other, it's like then things will continue to progress. Like you don't have to like, will you be my, like it almost feels like childish to be like, can you be my girlfriend? You go, yeah. And it's like, what do we do? High five now? Or fucking like how do we seal this deal? Do
No,
we
girls
pinky
like it.
swear?
No,
And
it's
you're like,
magical though. Like girls like love it. It's fun for us.
I
And
guess
so as a man, why don't you just like want to like make us feel good? You know?
it's not about like making people feel good. Like I said, it's just like there's an inconsistency in dating. At least for me, it's like I would ask a girl that I'm seeing consistently, but I just feel like 99% of women are inconsistent. And so are dudes. Like I'm not saying it's just women. That's what I'm saying. It's like dating in general
It's
fucking
inconsistent.
blows. Like it blows.
So
Because
are
we're overly stimulated. Like
Yeah.
you could go see anyone. Like at
Yeah.
any time.
so it's like the paradox of choice.
Yeah, women can order dick like it's Uber Eats. You know what I mean? Like they can go on an app and be like, I'm gonna bring a guy over.
Yeah, but we don't because it's dangerous. Like we need to vet him
It's
a little bit.
It's dangerous. You know
It
what I
is
mean?
dangerous. Like I'm not gonna let some random guy I just met into my home.
That's a lot. And maybe you, but like I will say, women have let me into their home and I've just met them. And
Are
like
they drunk?
and no, and it's not even on some like, oh, sexual shit, but you're just like, yeah, you want to come in? Like, I'm like, yeah, sure. And like
Oh,
I'll kick it like
really?
at their house. Yeah. It's like I don't cause like I feel like I'm not like a random guy. Like a lot of my life is public. So it's like I feel like women feel vetted when like someone has something going on because they're going like, oh, that guy's not gonna like do something. That guy's not gonna murder me.
Yeah,
Whereas
but
like if you went on a date with a guy who had 30 followers, just naturally,
That's so sketchy,
like
yeah.
mentally, you're like, why does he only know 30 people?
like you gotta have at least like 175.
Yeah, you feel weird about
Yeah.
it. Like you gotta have like, you don't have friends?
Yeah.
Like I have more than 30 family members on my
Totally,
Instagram. You
yeah.
know, like so it's things like that where like we're now starting to combine the online world and like a physical, which is weird. It's like we're vetting people that we physically want to meet based off their online presence,
yeah.
which is like fucking insane when you think about it.
But just because someone's a public figure doesn't mean that they're not like gonna hurt you.
Of course, but like there's definitely less of a chance of someone
Because you don't want
who's-
to get canceled.
yeah, not even canceled. It's like you don't like hurting someone, you're not gonna get canceled, you're gonna get arrested.
That's true.
You know, it's like
they're gonna know where to
yeah,
find
like
you.
that person has like a thing going for them. You're not gonna like risk your life over this random woman.
Okay. Yeah, but in general, most men are not public figures. So
Of course, but
yeah.
like I'm going strictly off of like my experience where it's like I've met women like 30 followers and 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 like doing stand-up, and it's weird. I felt like dating was way better for me before I was before like things online started like moving forward.
Mm.
Because like I was like a guy chasing a dream. And like
Yep.
even though like I was like working and like working the clubs in New York and like things were going well, like I was like making money, whatever. But like because social media wise, I only had like a couple thousand followers. Women are just like, he's chasing his dream.
Yep.
That's adorable.
Yeah.
Now it's like, okay, now I'm like close to like 100K, and women will be like, okay, Mr. Famous. And you're
Yeah,
like,
they're
what the fuck are you
intimidated
talking
by
about?
it.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
there's like you can tell when women are like self-conscious about things, you know?
Yeah, for sure. That's interesting. Have you seen the show Sex and the City?
Never.
Oh, okay, you're boring. Just kidding.
I don't really watch TV.
Oh, here's my question. So I'm like a little bit afraid of male comedians, so I wanted you to come onto the podcast so I could confront my fear. But
Scared in what sense?
like I'm just like I feel like especially male comedians, they hate women. What do you think?
No, I don't think
Especially
so.
white women. Like every time I go to a comedy show, somebody's like, the Karens in the crowd, the white women.
Yeah,
What's your take on that?
maybe you're going to
Why
like
you
bad
guys-
shows. That motherfucker's a hack. Like if
Really?
like if that's the
Like,
only
that
thing
is
you could
so
talk
low.
about,
Yeah.
like bro, talk about something else.
Like anything.
Yeah, like and I don't
2020
know.
maybe because that was like a moment for the Karens.
Yeah.
But it's 2023. Like why are we still,
I mean, I guess like I think it's both sides because it's like
Mm.
like you see the other side of it where it's like women will be like straight white males are horrible people, you know?
Well-
and it's like the same as like dudes will be like women are Karen. It's just like it's hack. It's not that it's real.
Okay.
It's that like it's a bit that they're using because they know it'll work.
Or
They
it's crowd work.
Yeah, they know it'll get a reaction. It's
Yeah.
like for example, you can do stand up. I can go do stand up right now and like just say hacky punchlines and kill.
What's a
quote unquote.
hacky? Give me one.
Just fucking like set up punchlines. Like I don't know. That's not like my like dad jokes. You know what I mean? Like dad jokes hit. Like a Laffy Taffy joke makes you chuckle. Like usually it's like stupid, well written.
Yeah.
Like puns.
Yeah.
So like people enjoy that, but it doesn't mean it's actually good. Like it's hacky. Like it's not funny. Like those people never succeed.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad I got that off my chest. Okay, so I do have some listener questions for you. So the first one is, do you guys hate when we as in women, do you guys hate when we initiate texting? Do they love the chase?
I enjoy it. I just think because I think it's like you have to meet like a happy middle ground. Like
What do you mean? Be like more granular or specific.
So like if a girl texts me like good morning, I love that. And then like we can talk throughout the day, but it's like don't expect me to answer like every 20 minutes, like every 5 minutes. Like I don't want to talk all day. We can talk about our day at the end of the day for the most part. It's like when people are talking all day, what are you up to? How about now? What are you up to now? What are you up to now?
That's so weird.
It's like fucking I don't want to do this.
Okay, but so during my challenge, I really liked 2 different guys, and I would call them during the day, and afterwards people were like, you're fucking crazy. Like, why are you calling them during the day? Which, looking back, that was a bit nuts, but I was just kind of like, I wanted to talk to them.
Do you?
Is that like dumb?
No, I think you can call someone during the day, but do you ask to call them?
Do I ask them to call me?
No. Do you ask to call them?
No,
Like-
I'll just call them.
Yeah, see, that feels nuts. Like,
Yeah, I know. I'm a little wild.
yeah, like
Yeah.
I always feel like because it feels like an invasion of privacy.
It does.
Yeah.
Looking back, I like don't know who the fuck that was, but
Yeah.
like I just like it's funny to me now, but in the moment I was like, well, like why can I not call them? Because they would call me during the day.
hmm
So I'm like,
Well, if it's a back and
both
forth, then
ways.
yeah. If it's a back and forth,
Yeah.
that's fine. But like that's why I don't give out my phone number. Like even like let's
To
say
the
like,
girl you're dating, you don't give her your phone number.
not dating, but like someone like
I
that
was fully dating these guys. It was like
Yeah,
after
yeah.
like the 5th date. It
Yeah,
wasn't like I
that's
was
different.
okay.
But like that's why I'm like dating apps or whatever. Like the amount of people that will just be like, "Yo, hit me up," and like they'll give you your number.
Okay.
I tell women it's the same answer every time. I always go, "No, thank you. Will not be giving my number out." Like because that's an invasion of your privacy. It's like
Yeah.
I have my phone on me at all times. That means you can contact me at all times. Like my
Yeah.
notifications for Instagram, TikTok, like all social media, it's turned off. So like I only see what is coming in on social media when I'm on social media because
Yeah.
I turn the notifications off.
Mm.
In regards to like my texts and calls, I leave that open because like that's open for like emergency or like friends and stuff. It's like
Mm.
you have to set like boundaries of like how much people can reach you. Like I don't
Mhm.
like the idea of like multiple people have my phone, and I've had my phone for fucking ever. I've had like the same
So
phone
you're
number for like
attached
a little
to it.
while. Well, I've just had like my phone number for a while. So it's like if
Mm.
I keep my number for another 5 years and I gave my number to some fucking creep, you know, like
You can block them.
you can block them, but they can still fucking put your number into like a database and now you're getting spam. Like I've
Oh,
gotten like
true.
spam texts, I've gotten all this shit, and it's like, it's so annoying. And like it doesn't have to be like from a girl, but it's like people can just plug your numbers into shit. If someone for whatever reason is like, you know what, fuck that guy, and they could like plug your number into some shit where it's like now you're getting spam calls and this call. It's like it's an invasion of your privacy.
Hmm.
Like it's literally harassment, you know?
Okay, you you really took that to another level.
It is though.
But I don't think I was harassing these guys.
No,
I
of
called them
course,
once
of
during the
course.
day.
So I love this story. I met these two girls, right?
Mhm.
I went to a bar with these two girls, me and a friend, and these two girls were like, oh, let's go get like a drink, whatever,
Yeah.
after the show. And we're like, cool, like, yeah, we'll go with you guys. And they knew like some local bar kind of close to the show.
Mhm.
So we went, and one of the girls was telling us that some dude she like went on a date with after they had sex, her exact like this is insane. But she was like, yeah, right after we had sex, her excuse for doing this was because he politically was Republican.
Mhm.
So like she disagreed with his political standpoints, like his views.
Mhm.
And so she was like, fuck that guy, which is cool, whatever. Like you're allowed to do and feel whatever you want.
Yeah.
But she's like, I don't like that he's a Republican. And she was like, because I'm a woman, and for whatever reason, this is like actually around like the Roe v. Wade thing.
Mhm.
And she was like, and he doesn't support abortions. And I was like, yeah, but that's like his own thing. Like, you don't have to keep talking to this guy.
Totally.
Like, if that's how he feels, then you don't have to talk to him, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But what she did was she went on Etsy and she printed his phone number on a bunch of keys and sold it on Etsy.
That's
and like
really odd.
printed her story. And like while we were sitting there getting drinks with these people, I was like, hey, I'm gonna leave because y'all are fucking insane.
Yeah,
I was like,
that's
this is crazy that people like, because I told her too, I was like, do you know that like there should be legal consequences for people putting your phone number out somewhere publicly for people to access you?
Was he a public figure?
No, just like a regular dude who like was a Republican.
She sounds nuts.
She's fucking
With peace
insane.
and love, she's
And here's the thing is
batshit
they're
crazy.
friends. So I was like, I'm just leaving in general. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know how this other girl is. I was like, I'm just going to leave both of y'all.
well,
because-
you're the company you keep, and so you
Yeah.
have to be careful who you surround yourself with.
Yeah.
Because if you are surrounded by people who normalize crazy shit, pretty soon you're gonna think crazy shit is normal.
Which is why I just left the situation. I was like, no, thank you. I'm not interested in
Yeah.
like, being around these people or anyone that's like that. Like,
That's wild.
I'm a firm believer in like especially your phone. Your phone is like, it's so attached to you. Like, it's attached to everyone at the hip at this point.
yeah.
Like, if someone's giving out your number to people, that is harassment. That is a form of harassment. Like, because now all these people can access me.
Hmm.
Like, you can call me, you can text me, you can say crazy things to me while I'm in the comfort of my bed. That's
Mhm.
insane. That is harassment,
Yeah,
you know?
I would agree. I think that for me, I'm not as attached to my phone number.
I should probably switch my number more and more.
But
and more.
I
Yeah.
think that if you keep getting bigger, well, not if, when you get bigger and bigger and bigger, you're probably going to have to keep doing that. It's just part of the gig.
Yeah.
And the people who are trying to get a hold of you, they'll find you. Or
Yeah.
you'll keep your contacts. So like you'll transfer your contacts. It's all
Mhm.
good.
Also, like with social media, like everyone's easy to contact at some point. Like whether you have someone's
Yeah.
number or not, like if they want to hit me up, they can still hit me on IG. and
I've had
you-
people, if like they can't get a hold of me via like DM, then they'll email me. Then like there's always a way.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, so there's this thing called the cab light theory, which is from Sex and the City, which is basically like, you know, if you want to hail a cab, the light has to be on, right?
Okay.
Otherwise it's busy. So essentially this theory is that you should never date a man unless his cab light is on, which means he's actually looking for marriage. So what is your thoughts on that? Like, are you dating for marriage, and do you agree with that theory? Do I need to rephrase it, by the way? Because I can't.
I think dating for marriage is crazy.
Why?
Because like not everyone that you go on a date with, you're like the idea isn't like I'm gonna marry this person. Like if I'm in a relationship, that's different. Like and maybe we have like a different word for like what dating is. I think dating is going on dates. I think a relationship is a relationship. Like if I'm in a relationship with you, then this should only continue to progress. Like once a
Okay.
girl's my girlfriend, then of course in the back of my head I go, I would love for this to continue moving forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is that if somebody's your girlfriend, then you're having only people who could potentially be your wife, be your girlfriend.
Yeah, of course.
And then
Yeah.
you're like sussing it out, seeing if you're compatible long term.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So do you agree with the cab light theory or no?
I
Because I
mean,
feel like there's men who are like, all of a sudden they turn 37 in New York City and they're like, okay, I've been hustling, I've been grinding, I finally got the partner job or whatever job. I made it as a comedian. Now it's time for me to get a wife. And so every date they go on, they're kind of like, is this wifey or is this not? Do you think that's crazy? Is that what you're
I think that's
saying?
a little crazy.
Okay.
Because like I think you got to meet people just off like a general basis. Like the same way like you meet people and you become friends. Like I don't speak to people like at a bar
Mm-hmm.
with the idea of becoming friends. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but like I feel like dating's a little bit more intentional where friendship is a little bit more organic.
I think they're both kind of
You think they're
intentional. Yeah,
both?
you have to put like work into like maintaining friendships.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But and I suppose even me when I moved to New York City a year and a half ago, I got onto Bumble BFF
Hmm.
because I was like, I don't know anyone. I need to figure out a way to
Yeah,
network.
you have to work to make friends.
And so I guess it is similar.
Like a relationship is just a friend that you're fucking. Like that's what it should be at the end of the day.
That's a good soundbite.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
you should like want to like keep like your partner. They don't have to be like quote unquote like your best friend, but they should be one of your best friends.
Yeah, I agree.
Like they should be like one of the closest people to you. Like you should speak to this person about like your life and the things that like you either feel insecure about or confident about and like your dreams and aspirations
Mhm.
and everything. It's like this person should be your end all be all. Like, and that's why I'm saying like if you're in a relationship with someone,
Mhm.
the idea should be to eventually get married.
Mhm.
You know? But like I think dating is like that date is just a date, which is why like because to go on like one date and be like, oh my God, they're husband material is crazy.
I feel like girls do that.
Girls do that all the time. And like
Mhm.
here's the thing is I fall quickly. Like if I spent
Mhm.
let's just say like a week with like a girl, let's say if I spent like 4 days in a week with a girl
Yeah.
and I've enjoyed all 4 days, part of me is like, ooh, I would love to see like where this goes.
You have your
Like
dad in
immediately.
you.
Yeah.
You're like, should we get married?
Oh, I want to be a father. Like I want a family. I want the whole thing.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah,
and I
that's
don't
good.
want it when I'm super old. Like I want it in like my earlier 30s. But like
Mm.
I also am not gonna force it, you know?
Do you feel like you want to get to a certain level? It's like already said you have the Uber money, which is great. But do you feel like
Uber money's not great, but
I mean, what's the next step up after Uber money?
fucking Uber helicopters, Uber chopper.
No. I mean, yeah, sure, whatever.
That's kind of hard.
That is hard. That's a lot of money. Okay, so anyways, but like you are at the Uber money stage, which is really good, right?
Mhm.
So at this stage, could you, if you met wifey, would you be like, I'm ready? Or would you want to get to helicopter stage before you're able to bring on wifey?
I think the right person will only elevate you. So like, there's no like, I'm gonna get to where I need to get to before I bring you into my life. It's like, no, if I'm working towards my goals and this person is like your partner or someone
Mhm.
that you're gonna be with forever, it's
Yeah.
like that person should elevate you.
Mm-hmm.
Like you should meet someone that goes, yo, you should do that. Actually, you should do more than that. You should do this. You should keep trying to push. It's like, I want my partner to like give me ideas. And I don't care if I shut the ideas down. I
Mhm.
want to know that you give a fuck about my life because I give a fuck about yours.
Mm.
You know, it's like it should be like this thing where it's like you're trying to build like an empire together.
Yeah.
You know, like it shouldn't be like, oh, I built a castle. You want a room in it? Like,
Yeah.
no, we should build this castle together. Like,
Yeah, it's a
yeah,
partnership.
whether like
Mhm.
most of it was on me, like on the financial side, is like, I want that. Like, I like the idea of like an old school mentality where it's like, I'm the provider. I want to be
Mhm.
the provider for like
Mhm.
my family. I
Yeah.
don't want to like split bills with my wife as I get older
Yeah.
at all. Like, I want to be like, no, I'm taking care of everything. But it's like, help me with the other things, you
Yeah.
know? Like, help me maintain the things that we have, this thing that we built.
So like take care of the house.
It could be taking care of the house or it could be whatever. Like you can have your own dreams or whatever. It's like, I just want someone that works hard. Like
Yeah.
you have to work hard towards whatever you're doing. Like if you want to put a lot of work into making sure the house is clean and
So
maintained
you
and
don't want a
everything,
sloth.
that's cool. Yeah. I don't want someone who just sits around. Like I
Mm.
don't need a fucking trophy.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's interesting. I think that if somebody's too idle, then it creates problems.
Yeah. Like if I'm gonna have a trophy, it's like, no, thank you. Trophies collect dust. Like
Aw,
you
that's
put
cute.
trophies in boxes. Like you don't hold on to a trophy forever.
Also, people are not trophies.
But some people want
are.
that. Like some
Yeah.
women and men too. Like some people want to be like trophy wives and husbands. Like they just want to be, they want to play the part. Like they want to just be like this beautiful thing that you're like, yeah, you just bring me places and like I'll be hot and I'll be, it's like, no, fucking that's weird.
Yeah.
Like if anything, I literally, and I don't know, I'd rather someone who's like not if we're just being honest, like not the hottest thing in the world, but just
Mhm.
fucking dope. Like
I feel like a
cool.
lot of guys have told me that, and then when they say that to me, I'm like, "Are you telling me I'm not hot?" You know what I mean? I'm like, guys are like, "I'm totally fine if the girl's not that hot," and then I'm like, "What are you telling me?" You know what I mean?
No, it's more just like, because here's the thing is you could look at your wife and be like, you're beautiful.
Yeah.
And like to you, that person can be the most beautiful thing. But in the reality of like what life is, it's like that person is probably not the most attractive person in the world. That's just the way the
Well,
world
there's always
works.
gonna be somebody who's hotter, younger,
Yeah, hotter,
whatever,
younger, like
richer.
it's same thing with sports, faster,
Mhm.
quicker. Like there's always someone that's better than the next person, and like things
Yeah.
will always elevate. That's why records are broken. That's why like the
Mhm.
world will continue to elevate. That's why technology continues to expand and advance. It's like everything continues to grow.
Yeah.
So it's like, but like, what's the person that you want to grow this thing with? And it's like that's not impossible. Like it's very difficult to find. Like it's not easy.
No, I think that you should be the most selective when it comes to your partner, though. I think that's like the time to be the most selective because
Of course, yeah.
that's gonna determine a lot.
But like people in like their 20s nowadays, like we treat this shit like we're fucking 15. Like
You're right.
people,
Everyone's like really delayed or like
yeah,
immature.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy. And like it's
Mhm.
also because like people haven't experienced life. Like you think about it, you're like people are in college till they're like 23, 24.
Yeah.
Like people like my dad's age used to drop out of high school at 15, 16, go
Mhm.
join the union. It's
Yep.
like that guy had like a man's job at like 16, 17.
Mhm.
Whereas like people aren't even getting like their first real job till like their mid to late 20s now. So it's
Yeah.
like that guy hasn't developed as a human until he's like early 30s.
Yeah.
Or like people don't experience life, they don't like experience traumas. Like not that trauma grow like makes you grow as a person,
Mhm.
but like experiences make you grow as a person.
Yeah.
So like
You
whether
need
it's
to just start
trauma or good
experiencing
things,
things.
yes,
But people are
like
so afraid to experience anything. Like everyone has
because we're shelled.
anxiety.
Yeah, you can also like experience life through your phone. That's the problem.
You can live vicariously through other
Yes, yeah,
people. Everyone's self-conscious. And I
like
also feel like men sometimes don't like emotional confrontation.
in what sense? What do you mean
Like
confrontation?
men are better at just like ghosting, like they don't want to talk about their feelings always. Maybe not you because you're a comedian. Maybe because what you do is speak for a living, like maybe you don't relate to that trope
No, I mean
or
like I
stereotype.
bottle my own shit in. Like
Yeah.
I'm like a firm believer in like I'm gonna deal with my own problems because it's not that I don't want to talk to you.
Mhm.
I just don't want to burden people. Like
Yeah.
so like anything that like I'm going through, like I just sit in my own world and then when
Mhm.
people see me, they're like, "Oh, look, Max is happy." Or, like Max is smiling. And it's like
Yeah.
because I'd rather deal with my own shit behind a closed door.
Yeah.
Like I like this is insane. Like when people go on like social media and fucking cry
Oh.
into a screen, you're
Mhm.
like, bro, what are like that's mental illness.
Yeah.
That's mental
That is.
illness.
No, you're
To
right.
like sit in front of a thing and be like, I can't believe and you're like, what are you doing?
I think some
Yo?
of it is performative and I think some of it is mental illness. And like
It's like something's wrong.
there are some people online who are about to like pop. You know what I mean? Like you can just tell like they're like one scenario away from a full-on mental breakdown.
I mean, I would
And it's
say
a fun show to watch,
most
but it's
people.
not healthy.
Yeah, like most
Yeah.
people that are like and that's why social media is so fucking bad for you. Like
Mhm.
it's terrible for us, which is why like people need to get the fuck away from that, the overstimulation of social media and like become more physical, like
Mhm.
clock out. Like there's a reason why like I turn my notifications off. Like I
Yeah,
set
I
like time
don't.
limits on my phones.
Yeah.
Like I set things so I'm like I don't even think about it unless I want to.
Mhm.
Because like if you look at your phone, like even just to check the time and your Instagram notifications pop up, you're like, I'll click it. Like
Oh yeah.
it's just there. It's like it's the simplicity of it. Like these people are some of the smartest people in the world who've invented these technologies. Like they know what they're doing.
It's
They know how
yeah.
to keep you there.
It's addicting.
Yeah, they know how to
Mhm.
keep you there. They know like there's a reason why you scroll down instead of sideways or whatever, you know? It's like
Mhm.
some things you just make it simpler for people. Like you
Yeah.
keep people attached to these things, like to social media. Like
Yeah.
scrolling down, I couldn't tell you why, but it probably is just like a better way to keep people on an
It's
app
a
than
better
scrolling
user
sideways.
experience
Yeah.
that then keeps you on
Yeah.
longer. Okay. Well, that's like kind of fucked up though, because that's like our livelihoods. You know what I mean? Like,
Which
we're putting
fucking
content out.
blows. Yeah,
Yeah.
it blows. But also, I mean, like, we can make way more money than our parents ever did. Like, it's
Mhm.
crazy the amount of people that, like, are in their 20s and, like, I'll just speak to someone, like, someone will work, like, in e-commerce or, like, someone will, like, start their own business
Yeah.
online, and you're like, "Yo, this 24-year-old is making $400,000
Yeah.
selling some shirts out of their fucking garage."
That say anxious on them or something.
But I love
Yeah.
that. Like,
No,
I
I do
love
too, by
that.
the way. I used to
Yeah.
do e-commerce. I used to sell stuff on Amazon, and I made a lot of money, so
Yeah.
I get it.
Like,
Yeah.
it's a good way to,
Mhm.
like, like, social media, there's so much money in it. There's so much money in entertainment and media. Like, our parents were not exposed to it because for them to get into media, you had to be a celebrity.
Yeah. Or
Like,
you had to be, like, unrealistically good looking, or, like, there had to be something about
something.
you where a
Yeah.
gatekeeper chose you and then let you in, and now it's like
Mhm.
the gate is busted down, anyone can enter,
Yeah.
and if you're good enough and the public likes you, bam, there you are.
Well, because an Instagram is just like a TV channel.
It is.
Like, your
I feel like
Instagram
I'm a
is just
TV
like is
star.
just TBS.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, your Instagram is just like MTV. Like, I'm Rob Deerdeck on my Instagram. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I run the show. Like, fucking ridiculousness is on at all moments on my
Mhm.
Instagram.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I run this platform. Like, when you come to my thing, you're only gonna see me and the things that I do and the things that I want to post. And
Mhm.
if someone's invested into that, they continue to tune into your channel,
Yeah.
your TV, your whatever, your network, whatever you're putting out. That's why people have, you know, you have a million outlets. You're like, you can consume someone's shit on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Like, there's 75 million
It just
platforms.
doesn't end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like
Mhm.
all these people can access you at all fucking times.
Yeah.
And it's nice, but it's also like it's not real. Like, when people don't realize that it's like anything online is not real.
Yeah.
Your Instagram gets deleted, it's like that's real because
Mhm.
like that might be your source of income.
Yeah.
But in regards to like someone saying like a mean comment or like you reading comments, it's like, of course someone's gonna say some mean shit. You are on a platform where there's a billion people.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, and there's haters everywhere.
yeah,
And that's
like the
fine.
world meets in the middle. Like, yin and
Yeah.
yang is real. Like, for every
Mhm.
person that is like your absolute fan,
Mhm.
like that will hit you up and they go, "Yo, you are my favorite person in the world." There is one person somewhere else, maybe in fucking Cambodia, who's like, "Yo,
Yeah.
fuck this guy for life." And you're like, "Why?" I don't know. There's balance. I mean, like, life
Yeah.
balances out, like, regardless. Like, that's why, like, when like shitty things happen in my life, I just sit there and I'm like, whatever, man. This is fine. I'll
But
get through
something
this.
good will come.
Yeah, I'm like,
Mhm.
and maybe it doesn't come right away. Like, maybe you're gonna have fucking 15 terrible things happen
Yeah.
before like good things start to happen. But it's like, keep this positive mindset of like, it's fine. Things meet in the middle. And when things are going great, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I'm like, things are going too good. I go, fuck, something's gonna happen.
You know the
bad.
other shoe's gonna
Yeah,
drop.
yeah,
Because it always does.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this has been amazing.
Yeah, thank you for
We're
having me
up on
on.
our
I
time,
appreciate
but
it.
could you please promote yourself? I know you have your podcast. You have a million things going on, so please promote.
Just my podcast, No Facts with Max. It's kind of just an advice-based podcast, bring on some homies, comics, all types of people. We got some big episodes dropping soon. First episode dropped yesterday. My Instagram is Max Manticof and then an underscore. And you guys can just check me out. I guess like throughout the city, I'll be touring around the country throughout the summer and in the fall.
Congratulations. Is it a lot to tour? Is that like a big milestone for a comedian?
I'm still like poor touring. So
Mm.
like when people are touring for the most, like people that you see online that are
Yeah.
making, you know, fucking 100K a weekend, those guys can stay in nice hotels. Like,
Mhm.
I'll go somewhere and I make some money, but like I'm trying to save the money I can. So it's like I'll know someone in that city and I'm like, can I couch surf?
Okay.
So it's like I'll be gone for like 2.5 weeks and I will have slept in a bed like 2 nights.
But these are the days that someday you're gonna look back on and be like, those were the good old days.
Yeah, like I'm not
Coming
a
up
person.
is always fun.
Yeah, like I'm not a person
Mhm.
that like sits at and looks at it and I'm just like, oh, my life sucks. It's like my life doesn't
No.
suck. I get to tell dick jokes for a living. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I get to go on stage and fuck around. Like if I
Mhm.
have a silly story, I'm gonna get paid to tell it. That's an insane thing. Like this
That
right
is
here,
cool.
this is part of a job too. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
We get to just sit here and be like, dating blows. You
I
know, like
know.
I'm never gonna take this shit for granted ever in my life.
Yeah.
Like,
That's a great
and I think
mindset.
that's it. Yeah, I
Okay.
don't really have anything else to plug.
Okay. Thank you,
Yeah.
Max.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Of course.
Thank you.
Thanks again to our sponsor, First Rounds on Me. If you're tired of endless small talk with an overwhelming number of pen pals, go download First Rounds on Me now and get yourself a real date.